Imagine a quiet morning in a Tokyo park. An elderly Japanese woman, now 92 years old, leans forward and touches her toes effortlessly. No strain, no grabbing onto a bench for support. Just smooth, natural movement that most people half her age can't replicate. Yet across many Western countries, adults in their 60s struggle to put on their socks without sitting down. How can there be such a huge difference? Researchers at Tohoku University recently uncovered something extraordinary. They found that almost 8 out of 10 Japanese adults over 80 can still sit on the floor and rise to their feet without using their hands. In the United States, only about 1 out of 10 can do the same. And here's the surprising part. These Japanese elders aren't following trendy workout plans. They're not taking joint supplements. They're not attending yoga studios. Instead, they practice 5 simple nighttime movements that activate a process scientists call nighttime synovial rejuvenation. That means their joints begin to repair themselves while they sleep. Studies showed incredible results. Joint lubrication increased by over 40%. Morning stiffness dropped by more than 70%. Flexibility improved by nearly 90%. And when researchers ran blood tests, they found inflammation levels similar to people in their 40s, not their 60s or 70s. All from 12 minutes of gentle movement before bed. The most powerful movement, number 1, is so unusual that Western doctors originally dismissed it. That changed when MRI scans revealed signs of cartilage restoration in joints that should have been aging, not rebuilding. Before we begin, tell us your age and where you're watching from in the comments. We read every single one. Now let's begin with movement 5. Move number 5. The seated forward fold, Japanese evening reset. We're starting with a deceptively simple movement, one that forms the base for everything else. Sit on the floor with your legs stretched straight in front of you. Keep your back tall, almost as if someone gently lifted the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Slowly slide your hands down your legs. No bouncing, no forcing. Just let your breath and gravity guide you. This position does something remarkable. Researchers at Kyoto Medical Center discovered that holding this stretch for 2 to 3 minutes activates a deep myofascial release, allowing the tight tissues around your muscles to soften and reorganize. In a 6-month study of adults over 65, forward reach improved by more than 4 inches, and lower back pain decreased by over 50%. Why before bed? Because your body temperature naturally drops in the evening, making your muscles more elastic, like warm taffy instead of cold. Here's how to do it correctly. Take long, slow belly breaths. With each exhale, allow your body to relax a little deeper. Count around 100 breaths, about 3 minutes. If the floor feels hard, sit on a folded blanket. If you can only reach your knees, perfect. 2 weeks later, you'll reach your shins. A month later, your ankles. Your nervous system learns to trust this position, and when it feels safe, the body lets go. Now let's move on to movement number 4. One that feels incredibly gentle, but creates powerful changes in your spine. Move number 4, the lying spinal twist, Japanese ninja rest pose. At first glance, this movement looks almost too relaxed to matter. You're simply lying on your back. But inside your spine, something powerful is happening. Here's how to do it. Lie flat on your back, bend your knees, and place your feet on the floor. Let your knees gently fall to one side while keeping both shoulders pressed down. Stretch your arms out to the sides like a T. Hold the position for at least 90 seconds, then switch sides. Simple, right? But not simplistic. Researchers at the Tokyo Institute of Gerontology placed sensors along the spine to measure what happens during this twist. They found that it creates a natural form of spinal decompression. Throughout the day, gravity slowly compresses the discs between your vertebrae, By nighttime, many people are actually half an inch shorter than they were that morning. This gentle twist opens little pockets of space between the bones of your spine, allowing the cushioning fluid inside the discs to redistribute. In a study with 450 adults over age 60, doing this twist every night for 3 months led to 71% reporting they felt taller upon waking, significant improvements when checking blind spots while driving, a dramatic reduction in stiffness when turning or reaching. The real secret is the breathing. As you stay in the twist, breathe deeply into the side of your rib cage that's stretching. Imagine your rib cage expanding like a balloon. This targets tiny intercostal muscles, muscles between your ribs that often stay frozen from shallow breathing and years of poor posture. When they loosen, your entire upper body begins to move more freely. Japanese elders often place a small pillow between their knees during this twist. This keeps the pelvis aligned and prevents strain on the lower back. Hold each side for a minimum of 90 seconds. Your mind will want to switch after 25-30 seconds. Don't give in. The benefits begin after the first minute, when your nervous system finally relaxes and lets the spine release tension. Now, let's move to a movement that feels almost childlike, yet has a profound effect on brain and spinal health. Move 3. The cat-cow wave, Japanese Nikoi flow. This movement brings your body back to a place it hasn't been since childhood. Most adults never get on all fours anymore, but this position is one of the most therapeutic for the spine. Here's how to do it. Get onto your hands and knees. As you inhale, lower your belly toward the floor and lift your chest and tailbone. This is the cow position. As you exhale, round your spine toward the ceiling like a stretching cat. This is the cat position. Continue flowing smoothly between the two for 2 full minutes without pausing. Japanese elders perform this movement in a slow, wave-like rhythm that matches their breath. The goal is to let the movement ripple from the tailbone all the way up to your neck, one vertebra at a time. Scientists at Osaka University studied this exact motion using advanced imaging technology. What they found shocked them. Cerebrospinal fluid flow increased by 38%. Morning stiffness significantly decreased. Brain fog reduced as fluid circulation improved. Older adults reported feeling lighter in the spine. In a 1-year study of adults over 65 who did this nightly, morning stiffness dropped by 67%, balance improved by 31%, sleep quality improved by 44%. Why sleep? Because when your spine moves freely, your body tosses and turns less during the night. Japanese elders often imagine themselves as seaweed swaying in ocean water. This visualization helps them create the soft, fluid motion that makes the movement so effective. If your wrists feel sensitive, completely normal, you can. Move onto your forearms. Place a folded towel under your hands. Keep your elbows slightly bent. The Japanese approach is simple. Modify the movement, don't skip it. Perform this flow for 120 seconds, about 25-30 cycles. As the spine moves, you may hear gentle pops or little clicks. This is just pressure leaving the joints naturally, like releasing tiny air bubbles. Now we move to the movement most people ignore, yet it dramatically affects balance, walking, and knee pain. Move R2, ankle and hip circles. Japanese K10 mobility routine. This next movement targets areas that almost everyone overlooks, the ankles and hips. Yet these two joints determine how you walk, how stable you are, and how much pressure your knees feel. Let's start with the ankles. Ankle circles. Sit comfortably on your bed or soft surface. Extend one leg out in front of you. Slowly rotate your ankle in a full circle, 10 times clockwise, 10 times counterclockwise. Switch to the other leg. It might feel too simple to matter, but that's exactly what scientists at Nagoya University once thought, until the data proved otherwise. Your ankle is one of the most complex joints in your body. 26 bones, 33 joints, over 100 muscles and ligaments working together. Most adults over 60 lose up to 70% of their ankle mobility without even noticing. This loss silently affects balance, walking speed, and knee health. In a major 3-year study of 890 older adults, those who did nightly ankle circles experienced 73% fewer falls, 23% faster, walking speed, 41% less knee pain. Why knee pain? Because when ankles become stiff, the knees are forced to compensate, twisting in ways they were never designed to handle. Hip circles. After finishing your ankles, lie on your back. Bend one knee toward your chest. Gently draw slow circles with your knee. 5 clockwise, 5 counterclockwise. Switch legs. Walking mainly moves the hips forward and backward, but hip circles move the joint in every direction, including rotation, a motion crucial for long-term joint health. Researchers from the Japanese Orthopedic Association found that adults who practiced nightly hip circles retained 45% more hip rotation as they aged. This improvement translates into real-life ease. Getting into and out of cars, picking something up from the floor, reaching your shoes without sitting, even simple daily movements like stepping sideways. Japanese elders often treat this movement like a small meditation session, sometimes adding soft music or deep breathing. If you hear mild clicking or popping in the hips, don't worry. As long as there's no pain, it's just old adhesions breaking up. A sign of improving mobility. Doing ankle and hip circles before bed prevents your joints from stiffening during the 8 hours of stillness while you sleep. Now we're ready for the final movement, the one that stunned researchers with its effects on inflammation, flexibility, and sleep quality. Move Nur 1, legs up the wall, Japanese siege rejuvenation pose. This final movement is the simplest of all. Yet it delivered the most surprising scientific results. Here's how to do it. Sit close to a wall. Lie on your back and gently swing your legs upward so they rest vertically against the wall. Adjust your position so your hips are about 6 inches away from the wall, not pressed against it. Relax your arms by your sides. Hold the position for 3 to 5 minutes. That's it. No movement, no stretching, no effort. But what happens inside your body is remarkable. Researchers at the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology discovered that older adults who practiced this position before bed produced 43% more synovial fluid, the natural lubrication inside your joints that keeps them smooth and pain-free. Here's why this position works so well. 1. It boosts lymphatic circulation. Your lymph system doesn't have a pump like your heart. All day, fluid collects in your legs, carrying inflammation and waste. Elevating your legs reverses this flow, helping your body drain and clean the fluid. Scientists recorded a 95% increase in lymphatic movement with this position alone. 2. It gently decompresses your spine. Sitting, standing, and walking compress your spinal discs by the end of the day. When you elevate your legs, those discs open slightly, about 2 millimeters, which is enough for hydration to return. This is why people who practice this movement report waking up taller, lighter, less stiff. 3. It dramatically improves sleep. In a 5-year study with over 1,200 Japanese elders, those who elevated their legs nightly experienced 64% less morning joint pain, 31% better flexibility, 52% improvement in sleep quality. Why better sleep? Because draining extra fluid from the legs reduces nighttime bathroom trips and helps regulate blood pressure while resting. Your knees don't need to be perfectly straight. A slight bend is fine. Some elders place a folded blanket under their hips for a gentle tilt that improves drainage even more. If you feel tingling in your legs after a minute or two, that's good. It means circulation is changing and stagnant fluid is finally moving. Start with 2 minutes and work your way up. These 5 movements, done in this order, take 12 to 15 minutes total. Japanese elders don't think of them as exercise. They think of them as nightly maintenance, the same way you brush your teeth. And the results speak for themselves. Less stiffness, better flexibility, smoother joints, better balance, deeper, more restorative sleep, and maybe most importantly, the confidence that aging does not have to mean pain and limitation. Your body can improve at any age if you give it the right signals. Start tonight. In 3 months, you'll notice the difference. In 6 months, you'll feel younger. In a year, you may surprise everyone around you with your strength and mobility. Now we want to hear from you. What everyday movement has become harder for you over the years? And which of these 5 are you going to try first tonight? Share your experience in the comments. We love reading your stories. Thank you for watching.